Students, in this video I am going to take the procedure how to solve Volterra integral equation with convolution type kernel. Okay, so here we will first take the first kind, Volterra integral equation. Okay, so let us consider the Volterra integral equation of the first kind as this. This is the first kind in Volterra integral equation. Ft is equal to integral 0 to t k t minus x y x dx. Here k is t in the form of t minus x. Basically this is a convolution type kernel. This is convolution type kernel. Okay, so this is equation number 1. Now we want to solve this equation with the help of Laplace transform. So suppose Laplace of ft is denoted by fp bar, Laplace of y is denoted by fp y bar, and Laplace of the kernel is kp bar. So one can be written as ft is equal to kt, then convolution yt. If you remember the kernel, then what is this here? If you remember this formula, f convolution g is given by 0 to t fx g t minus x. So this is basically as it is same. So this can be written as kt star yt with the help of convolution. So now applying Laplace transform. So Laplace of ft is equal to Laplace of this kt yt, and now Laplace of f is basically fp bar, and Laplace of this is k star y. If you remember this formula, here we have already noted this Laplace of this is equal to fp bar multiplied by gp bar. Okay, so Laplace of this will be what? Laplace of this function and into Laplace of yt. So this is written here, and now from here you can find y. So yp bar is fp bar divided by kp bar, and now taking the inverse Laplace transform, so we get yt is equal to Laplace inverse of this function. So this is the procedure. Similarly, if you are taking Volterra integral equation of the second kind, so this is the Volterra integral equation of second kind. Now yt is equal to ft plus 0 integral 0 to t k t minus x y x dx, and now with the help of convolution this can be written as ft plus kt's convolution yt. Apply Laplace transform, so this can be written as this Laplace of this function plus Laplace of this function. Now with the help of convolution, this is basically yp bar, this is fp bar, and this is nothing but Laplace of kt into Laplace of yt. That means kp bar into yp bar. From here you can take yp bar common, so 1 minus kp bar is equal to fp bar, and now yp bar is fp bar divided by 1 minus kp bar. Now apply the inverse Laplace transform, so yt is Laplace inverse of this. Okay, now suppose you are solving this equation with the help of resolvent kernel approach. So we are taking second kind, but we are solving this with the help of resolvent kernel. So this is equation number 1, second kind in Volterra integral equation. Now we are applying resolvent kernel, then the solution of this is given by yt is equal to ft plus 0 to t. In place of this we are having resolvent kernel, and in place of y we are having the known function fx bar, fx dx. So this is the solution of this. We have already discussed this in previous lectures. So where resolvent kernel is given by summation k n t n minus x. This is iterated kernel. What is iterated kernel? Iterated kernel is of this form. K1 t minus x is kt minus x, and kn t minus x is nothing but integral from x to t. This is the variable quantity, and k t minus z, kn minus 1 z minus x dx dz. Okay, so this is the iterated kernel definition, where n is greater than or equal to 2, this n. Now suppose this z minus x is another variable u, so du is equal to dz, and hence we can replace this x by, when you put x, z is equal to x, so u will be 0. When z is t, so this will be t minus x, k, this will be t minus x minus u, kn minus 1 u du. So now k and t minus x, this depends only on t minus x, because after solving this and substituting these limits, so we get only t minus x. Hence r t minus x depends only on t minus x, because r is nothing but the summation of all these. So this is also depends upon. Now taking the Laplace transform of equation number 2. Equation number 2 is this. Equation number 2. So Laplace taking this, so yp bar is equal to fp bar plus Laplace of this into Laplace of v, because first we will write down this in the form of this, convolution, and then taking the Laplace. So what we have this. तो यहाँ हमने convolution लगाया and then taking the Laplace. So from here you can take fp bar common, so 1 plus rp bar fp bar. This is equation number 3. Similarly, take the Laplace transform of original equation number 1. So this is equal to yp bar is equal to fp bar plus kp bar into yp bar. Now from here you can again take yp bar common, so 1 minus kp bar is yp bar is equal to fp bar. So yp bar is this. Question number 4. So if you will see from third, for the same equation yp bar is this. However, from its original equation yp bar is this. So when you compare these two, so we get this quantity is equal to this quantity. So from here we can find 1 plus rp bar, this quantity, this is cancelled out with this, so we get 1 upon 1 minus kp bar. So rp bar is 1 upon 1 minus kp bar minus 1, so kp bar divided by 1 minus kp. Now apply the inverse Laplace transform. So we get r t minus x is equals to Laplace inverse of this quantity. So put this value of r t minus x in 2, और आप इसको आर टी भी लिख सकते हो यहाँ सिंपली आर टी. फाइनली जब आप पुट करेंगे तो टी माइनस एक्स कर देना, वो भी चलेगा. ठीक. सो दिस पुट दिस वैल्यू ऑफ आर टी माइनस एक्स इन 2 एंड गेट द सॉल्यूशन. ओके, सो दिस इज द प्रोसीजर. लेट अस अप्लाई दिस approach to. So I am taking few examples. So first example is this. Solve the Abel integral equation. This integral 0 to t yx upon t minus x raised to the power 1 by 3 dx is equal to t into 1 minus plus t. So with the help of convolution, this can be written as yt into, इसको लिख सकते हैं t raised to the power minus 1 by 3 is equal to, फंक्शन क्या है 1 upon t 1 minus t minus x raised to the power. So ये हो जाएगा simply t raised to the power minus, ये ऊपर जाएगा न्यूमरेटर तो minus 1 by 3 is equal to this as it is. That means t plus t square. Apply Laplace transform. So Laplace of this convolution is equal to Laplace of t plus Laplace of t square, and this can be written as Laplace of yt into Laplace of this function is equal to Laplace of t is 1 by p square plus Laplace of this is 2 factorial 2 divided by p cube. So this is basically yp bar, and Laplace of this is according to that table जो हमने लास्ट क्लास में डिस्कस की थी, गामा माइनस 1 by 3 plus 1 divided by p raised to the power minus 1 by 3 plus 1 is equal to 1 by p square plus 2 by p cube. So yp bar, this is basically gamma 2 by 3 divided by p raised to the power 2 by 3 plus is equal to 1 by p square plus 2 upon p cube. So yp bar is, now we can divide the right hand part by this quantity, so 1 upon gamma 2 by 3, और इससे जब करेंगे तो ये हो जाएगा 1 upon p raised to the power 4 by 3 plus 2 upon p raised to the power 7 by 3. Now apply inverse Laplace transform. So yt bar is 1 upon gamma 2 by 3. This will be Laplace inverse of 1 upon p raised to the power 4 by 3 plus 2 Laplace inverse of 1 upon p raised to the power 7 by 3. Now we can use the formulae of Laplace inverse. So this is 1 upon gamma 2 by 3. This can be written as t raised to the power this 4 by 3 minus 1 divided by gamma 4 by 3 plus 2. This is t raised to the power 7 by 3 minus 1 divided by 7 by 3. After simplification, we get 1 upon gamma 2 by 3 t raised to the power 1 by 3 divided by, इसको मैं लिख सकता हूँ, we can write this as, we can write this as gamma, we can write this as this gamma 4 by 3 can be written as 1 by 3 plus 1. So gamma 1 by 3 1 by 3. Okay, as per the gamma, this formula, gamma n plus 1 is n gamma n. We can use this formula. So this is so. Similarly here, this can be written as this gamma 7 by 3 can be written as gamma 4 by 3 plus 1, so 4 by 3 gamma 4 by 3. Again you can write this as 4 by 3 gamma 1 by 3 plus 1, so 4 by 3 1 by 3 gamma 1 by 3. Okay, so this is written here. After simplification, so you can take 1 by 3 gamma 1 by 3 common from here to here, and t raised to the power 1 by 3, so we get 3 t raised to the power 1 by 3 divided by gamma 2 by 3 gamma 1 by 3, and we get in bracket 1 plus 3t by 2. So but with the help of this formula which we have already used, gamma n gamma 1 minus n is pi upon sin n pi. So here we have this. So if we apply this formula, so 3 t raised to the power 1 by 3 is equal to pi upon sin pi by 3. So this is the final solution. So this is the solution of this Abel integral equation. Second example is this. Solve yt is equal to t square plus integral 0 to t yx sin t minus x dx. Apply convolution. So this can be written as yt star sin t. Here t square, here yt. Now apply Laplace transform. So yp bar is equal to Laplace of t square plus Laplace of yt convolution sin t. So this is equal to factorial 2 divided by pq plus Laplace of yt is yp bar. Laplace of sin t is 1 upon p square plus 1 square. So from here you can take yp bar common. So yp bar is 1 minus 1 upon p square plus 1 is equal to 2 upon p cube. So yp bar is 2 by p cube into p square plus 1 by p square, which is equal to 2 upon p cube plus 2 upon p5. Now apply inverse Laplace. So yt is equal to 2 Laplace inverse of 1 upon p cube plus 2 Laplace inverse of 1 by p5. So yt is equal to Laplace of this is t square by 2 multiply by this 2 plus 2, and Laplace of this is t raised to the power 4 divided by factorial 4. So yt is t square plus t4 by 12. This is the solution. Now the third example. Solve yt is equal to a sin t minus 2 integral 0 to t yx cos t minus x dx. So equation can be written as yt is equal to a sin t minus 2 yt convolution cos t. With the help of convolution, again apply Laplace transform. So yp bar is a Laplace of sin t minus 2 Laplace of this convolution yt convolution cos t, which is a, which is equal to a into Laplace of this is 1 upon p square plus 1 minus 2 Laplace of yt, that means yp bar into Laplace of cos t p upon p square plus 1. Now again take yp bar common. So yp bar multiply by 1 plus 2p upon p square plus 1 is equal to a upon p square plus 1. So yp bar is a upon p square plus 1 plus 2p, which can be written as a upon p plus 1 whole square. So now apply inverse Laplace. So yt is a Laplace inverse of 1 upon p plus 1 whole square. So first we are writing the scaling property. We will use the scaling property. So that's why a, here we have 1. So e raised to the power minus at. A is 1 here. So e raised to the power minus t. So scaling property का इस्तेमाल किया. Then Laplace inverse of 1 upon p square आ जाएगा अंदर. And now this is nothing but a e raised to the power minus t. So this is the solution of this integral equation. Okay, let's see another example. Solve the following integral differential equation. This is the integral differential equation. This is derivative. This is integral. So y dash t is equal to sin t plus integral 0 to t y t minus x cos x dx, where y0 is 0. This is already given to you. Why this is given to you? Because derivative is involved. Now the integral differential equation can be written as this. With the help of convolution, y dash t is equal to sin t plus yt convolution cos t. So now apply inverse Laplace transform. So Laplace of y dash t is equal to Laplace of sin t plus Laplace of the convolution yt convolution cos t. Now Laplace of this, so derivative का इस्तेमाल किया. So p Laplace of yt minus y0 is equals to Laplace of this quantity is 1 upon p square plus 1 plus here yp bar into Laplace of cos t p upon p square plus 1. From here this is basically p yp bar minus y0 is already given to 0, so this is 0 divide is equal to 1 upon p square plus 1 plus yp bar into p upon p square plus 1. From here you can take yp bar common, so yp bar into p minus p upon p square plus 1 is equal to this quantity 1 upon p square plus 1. So yp bar is 1 upon p cube and apply inverse Laplace. So yt is equal to Laplace inverse of 1 upon p cube, which is t square by 2. So this is the solution. Now here if you want to solve this Abel integral equation, solve the Abel integral equation, general Abel integral equation. So ft is equal to integral 0 to t yx upon t minus x raised to the power alpha dx, where alpha is from 0 to 1. So again use the convolution. So using convolution, this is given by ft is equal to yt convolution t raised to the power minus alpha. Okay, now taking Laplace, so fp bar is equal to yp bar गामा 1 माइनस अल्फा डिवाइडेड बाय पी रेज़ टू द पावर 1 माइनस अल्फा. तो गामा का इस्तेमाल किया है यहाँ बिकॉज अल्फा इज इन बिटवीन 0 एंड 1. ठीक, सो जो फार्मूला हमने लगाया वो गामा वाला लगाया. फ्रॉम हियर वाई पी बार इज पी रेज़ टू द पावर 1 माइनस अल्फा डिवाइडेड बाय गामा 1 माइनस अल्फा एफ पी बार. ओके, सो पी अपॉन गामा इसको हम इसको लिख सकते हैं. हमने क्या किया, गामा अल्फा से मल्टीप्लाई किया, गामा अल्फा से डिवाइड किया. दूसरा इसको हमने डिवाइड किया p इंटू पी रेज़ टू द पावर माइनस अल्फा. सो p अपॉन गामा अल्फा गामा 1 माइनस अल्फा इज मल्टीप्लाई बाय गामा अल्फा p रेज़ टू द पावर माइनस अल्फा एफ पी बार. ओके, तो इससे मल्टीप्लाई डिवाइड किया और इसको ब्रेक किया दो पार्ट में, एक ये. ठीक, नाउ वी विल यूज द फॉर्मूला गामा अल्फा गामा 1 माइनस अल्फा विच इज नथिंग बट पाई अपॉन साइन अल्फा पाई. सो दिस is replaced by pi upon sin alpha pi, and this is gamma alpha gamma p minus p alpha divided by fp bar. We have used this formula. So this is p upon p sin alpha pi upon pi gamma alpha p raised to the power alpha into fp bar. इसको हम लिख सकते हैं Laplace of t raised to the power alpha minus 1. इस पार्ट को ये इंटू इसको लिख सकते हैं Laplace of ft. तो विद द हेल्प ऑफ कन्वोल्यूशन, अगर कन्वोल्यूशन लगाएं क्योंकि प्रोडक्ट हो रहा है तो इसको लिख सकते हैं Laplace ऑफ दिस क्वांटिटी कन्वोल्यूशन दिस क्वांटिटी, यूज्ड कन्वोल्यूशन. सो ये है क्योंकि कन्वोल्यूशन, इसको हम लिख सकते हैं Laplace ऑफ इंटीग्रल 0 टू टी माइनस एक्स रेज़ टू द पावर अल्फा माइनस 1 एफ एक्स डी एक्स बाय कन्वोल्यूशन. ओके, अब हम जो है दिस इज इक्वेशन नंबर 1. ओके, now let's suppose gt is equal to 0 to t minus x raised to the power alpha minus 1 fx dx, where g0 is 0. ये मान लिया, हमें पता था, ये हमने माना कि ये कुछ इक्वेशन है. दिस इज एज इट इज सेम इफ यू विल सी हियर. ओके, क्योंकि हमें इसको सॉल्व करना है, वी वांट टू सॉल्व दिस इंटीग्रल. तो सपोज दिस इज नथिंग बट gt, तो हमने इसको gt मान लिया इस वाले फंक्शन को, वेयर g0, अगर आप इसमें 0 रखेंगे t की वैल्यू तो 0 टू 0 हो जाएगा, इसलिए इसकी वैल्यू 0. नाउ डिफरेंशिएट दिस, क्योंकि हमें इसकी वैल्यू निकालनी है. सो डिफरेंशिएट दिस, सॉरी लाप्लास, टेकिंग लाप्लास. सो लाप्लास ऑफ g डैश t, पहले हम डेरिवेटिव का निकालते हैं. तो डेरिवेटिव में क्या होता है कंडीशन, लाप्लास ऑफ g डैश t विल बी p लाप्लास ऑफ gt माइनस g0 विच इज़ p लाप्लास ऑफ gt, बिकॉज दिस इज 0, तो ये 0 हो जाएगा. ठीक, तो यहाँ से हमें p लाप्लास ऑफ gt इज इक्वल टू लाप्लास ऑफ d बाई डी टी ऑफ gt. सो p लाप्लास ऑफ दिस क्वांटिटी, gt इज व्हाट, दिस इंटीग्रल, दिस इज इक्वल टू लाप्लास ऑफ d बाई डी टी ऑफ gt विच इज 0 टू t माइनस एक्स रेज़ टू द पावर अल्फा माइनस 1 एफ एक्स डी एक्स. दिस इज नंबर 2. अब ये जो वैल्यू आई है हमारे पास, इसको हम कहाँ सब्सटीट्यूट करेंगे, यहाँ. So yp bar this quantity is equal to this quantity and Laplace of this, तो Laplace of this p से हमें इसको डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा here. So 1 by p Laplace of this quantity. So sin alpha pi upon pi Laplace of p से p कैंसिल. So sin alpha pi upon pi, Laplace of this quantity d by dt, integral 0 to t minus x raised to the power alpha minus 1 fx dx. So yx, now taking the inverse Laplace, so yt is equal to sin alpha pi by pi is a constant, एंड जब इन्वर्स लाप्लास लेंगे तो ये कैंसिल हो जाएगा. सो डी बाई डी टी ऑफ इंटीग्रल 0 टू टी माइनस एक्स रेज टू द पावर अल्फा माइनस 1 एफ एक्स डी एक्स. सो दिस इज द सॉल्यूशन ऑफ दिस एबल इंटीग्रल इक्वेशन. ओके, हियर इज we will take few more examples in the next video. Okay, thank you.